Stacy. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I was looking over your task results with the case manager, and it shows that you have not been calling in. What's going on?
I will, as soon as we're done talking. I couldn't call because my phone is disconnected.
Okay, good. Just remember that it's very important that you keep on calling in because you want to demonstrate that you're sober.
Yeah, I know.
Good. Stacy, I was curious to know about your history with substance abuse. Can you please tell me when you began using?
I began using when I was 22. Martin became very violent with me. He would choke me and yell at me. There were 2 incidents where the cops were involved. I was very upset.
Mm-hmm. What happened next?
One night after a fight with Martin, I called my friend from work. I used to work at Chipotle back then. Then he asked me to come over, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
When I got to his place, he was doing heroin. He asked me if I wanted to try, but I told him that I did not. But then I did. I began using some more with him because it felt good when I used, because Martin and I continued to fight. I did not feel as much pain as I used to.
You were in a vulnerable position, Stacy.
Yes, my friend is not a good friend to me. Instead of helping me, he introduced me to something bad that is not good. He is no longer a friend of mine. Martin and I split up, and I began as a boxing treatment to get clean. I was clean for a while, but then I got into my accident. I became addicted again. I did not want to anymore.
Stacy, thank you for sharing with me about your history with substance abuse. It must have been very difficult living in a domestic violence situation with Martin, who is the father of your child. It is understandable how you would continue to use because you wanted to get rid of the pain. Also, drugs can be very addicting, and you were able to get clean. So that is a very big strength of yours, Stacy, because we know you can kick the habit of using drugs.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome, Stacy. I'm sure it's difficult talking about your domestic violence situation because that affected when you began using. I know Martin went to DV classes, but did you?
No, I did not want to at the time.
I'm sure it's difficult talking about your domestic violence situation because that affected when you began using. I know Martin went to DV classes, but did you? I think that you could benefit from Fresh Start. Do you know what Fresh Start is? Fresh Start is a support group for domestic violence victims. It is part of the Women's Foundation. I know that it's near your home, and I can drop off one of their booklets to your apartment because they have other services that you may be interested in. Also, I know that you don't have a car, and I just want to let you know that I'm able to pick you up and take you for a tour there. What do you think?
Thank you, Tanya. I am interested in a fresh start. I will be home today, so you can drop off the booklet today.
Okay, perfect. Thank you again, Stacy, for sharing your history with me. And if you need something, just let me know, okay? Okay, bye.